In today's video, I'll be showing you guys 3 must-know duplication glitches for the brand new 1.2 and 1.73 edition of Minecraft Bedrock. Not only are these glitches super simple to do, they're also very useful. And of course, they work on all Minecraft Bedrock platforms, including MCPE, PS4, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and Windows 10 edition. And with that being said, for the first glitch, we have the super simple single player all item dupe glitch. With this glitch, you can super easily duplicate any items you want in the game within just a couple seconds. This glitch is also super customizable, so if you had issues in the past with any glitches, this one should help you with the timing. Real quick, if you're buying Xbox gift cards, stop overpaying. Head over to z2u.com where you can get Xbox Game Pass, gift cards, and in-game items for way cheaper than retail. Use my exclusive link in the description and you'll get double points when you purchase. And it's not just Xbox, Z2U has everything from Steam, PlayStation, Roblox, PC game keys, and way more. So use my link and check it out now. And with that being said, let's get straight into the tutorial. So to do the glitch itself, all you need is a bucket of water and a piece of cobblestone. And after that, all you need are the items you want to duplicate. These can be individual items, stacks of items, swords, or even shulker boxes filled with whatever you want. With this glitch, you can duplicate any amount of these items, it's totally up to you. But for now, go ahead and grab the bucket of water, the cobblestone, and all the items. And as you guys can see, I'm in survival mode and I have all the items right here. So just go ahead and find yourself a little flat area. Then place your cobblestone on top, just like so. Now you're going to want to break these 4 blocks surrounding the cobblestone. And as soon as you're done with that, you're going to want to grab your water bucket and place it on top of here. And as you guys can see, if you did everything correctly, the water should flow into these holes and not spill out everywhere. Once you've done that, you can just go ahead and remove the bucket from your inventory if you want. And now you're going to want to make sure you have all of the items you want to duplicate in your hotbar just like this, ready to go. And once you have the contraption, you can just press escape and save and quit to the main menu. And guys, with any of these glitches, there's always a super tiny chance that something might go wrong and you lose your items. So to prevent that from ever happening, all you have to do is press this edit world button, scroll down here and press the duplicate world button. And just like that, you should have a copy of your world. So just in case you ever lose your items, you can always go back into the copy and everything will be there. And for now, it doesn't matter which one you go into, just go into any of them. And now, as soon as it loads up, you're going to want to look away and throw out all the items you want to duplicate out of your inventory just like so. Then step into the water. And as you guys can see, in the bottom right hand corner of our hotbar, right above the hunger bar, the bubbles should start going down. You're going to want to wait until all the bubbles disappear. And as soon as that happens, you're going to start suffocating and taking some damage. So wait till you take about 3 to 5 ticks of damage, just like that, and force quit out the game. Make sure that you actually force quit. You can go ahead and reopen your Minecraft, but guys, make sure to actually force quit out the game and not save and quit, as that will not work. And to force quit, since I'm playing on PC, I can just press Alt F4 or press the escape button and go to the top right hand corner and press the red X button up there. But if you're playing on a mobile device, all you have to do is go into the recent apps menu and swipe away Minecraft from there. And finally, if you're doing it on a console, you're just going to want to go into the home page, click more options on Minecraft and force quit from there. But once you've done all those steps, you can just reopen your Minecraft and your world. And as you guys can see, as soon as the world opens up, you should spawn outside of the water, and in your hotbar should have all of the items we initially threw out. And if you go right here, we have all of the items duplicated just like that. So as you guys can see, we just duplicated items within just a couple seconds. So for those of you struggling to get this glitch to work, the water timing method is not the only way. You can actually also use this cobblestone as a method for timing. So once you have all the items in your hotbar and you have the contraption ready, again like last time, this is a super important step, you're going to want to press escape and save and quit to the main menu. And once you've done that, you can just go back into your world again. And as soon as it loads up, you're going to want to look a bit away. Make sure to find a place where you won't pick up the items and just throw out all the items as fast as you can, just like this. And once you've done that, you're going to want to start breaking this cobblestone block. And as soon as this cobblestone block breaks, you're going to want to force quit out the game as fast as you can, just like so. Then you can reopen your Minecraft and just go back into your world. And if you did everything correctly, the cobblestone block should be back in its place, and in your hotbar you should have all of the items we initially had. And if you look behind you, boom, just like that, we have all of the items duplicated. So as you guys can see, we're able to duplicate every single one of those items that we just threw out, and it's all just in the timing. If you guys don't like the cobblestone method, you can do the water one, although the water one does take some more practice but is more customizable, as the timing is actually different for every single device and world. For me, 3 to 5 ticks of damage works perfectly, but for your worlds and device, you're going to want to play around with it and find the perfect one for you. So the water method is more customizable, but for beginners, I really recommend just trying out the cobblestone method as it's more consistent. And guys, another thing is the amount of items you want to duplicate at a single time also does affect the timing. If you duplicate a lot of items, it will take you longer to throw them out, so you're also going to want to spend a little less time in the water. So the water is more customizable for different amounts of items, but if you're doing anywhere between just 3 to 6 different items, the cobblestone method is the perfect way. And now moving on to the second one, we have the easiest realms duplication glitch. With this glitch, you can duplicate any item you want in your realms within just a couple seconds. So to do the realms duplication glitch, these are all the items you'll need. So you can use 35 random blocks of your choice. They don't have to be cobblestone, they can be dirt or whatever random items you have, as we'll only be using this to fill out our inventory. And after that, you need exactly 65 items of the one you want to duplicate. So if you want to duplicate diamonds, you need 65 diamonds. If you want to duplicate dirt, you need 65 dirt. Once you have the exact amount of items, we can go on to do this glitch. So guys, this glitch works on realms and also single player worlds. So the first step in what you're going to want to do is to just open up your inventory and then grab the 35 items right here and start placing them all over your inventory just like so. So once you place them all the way across, go ahead and fill in this part as well, and at the end you should have 2 left over just like this. Don't worry, that's actually correct, as now what you're going to want to do is throw out this single block and go a bit back so you don't pick it up, and then open up your inventory again and then go ahead and fill it in fully just like this. So now that you have a fully blocked out inventory, even if you stand over this single item, you won't pick it up, which is actually exactly what we want. As now, to get this glitch to work, what you guys are going to want to do is open up your inventory, and then these next steps are a bit hard, but they're crucial. So to get the glitch to work, you're going to want to basically pick up this stack of items, and then as soon as you pick it up, exit out the inventory. So it should look something like this. If the single item falls back like that, that means you didn't time it correct. Don't worry, you just have to repeat it over and over again. So until you get the timing correctly, exactly like that. As you guys can see, the stack of items is nowhere to be seen, and in your inventory, it should say you only have a single one of those items, and that is perfect, as now all you have to do is press escape and save and quit to the main menu. So just escape out of your realms and just wait here for about 1 to 2 minutes. But if you're doing this on a single player world, you don't have to wait that long. You can just wait a second and go right back in. Once you waited the appropriate amount of time, go ahead and load back into your worlds. And if you did everything correctly, in your hotbar you should now, instead of a single item, have a whole stack. And if you go into your inventory, boom, just like that, on your cursor, you should have a whole nother stack ready. So just like that, we're able to duplicate a single item into a whole stack. And now to be able to redo this glitch, all you have to do is go into a chest, place down the extra 63 block, get your single block back, and just like that, the glitch is reset, and you can do this as many times as you want, over and over again. And guys, the only tip I can give you for this glitch is that it's all in the timing. You're just going to want to practice the dropping and closing off the inventory as fast as you can until you get the timing correct. Although this might be a bit hard on mobile or on console, on a PC you should be able to easily time it, but with some practice you should get the timing down on any platform. And now last but not least, we have the XP duplication glitch. This is literally one of the fastest ways you can get XP in the game, and is also super simple to do. So to do the glitch itself, all you need is a bucket of water, a cobblestone block, and a chest. After that, there's actually 2 different methods you can do to get the XP. You can either get yourself some bottle enchantings, which you can easily get by trading with villagers or just looting pillager outposts, or you need some enchanted items. The more enchantments on the items, the more XP you'll get. If you're doing that method, you'll need a grindstone as well. So go ahead and grab everything. So once you guys have everything in your hotbar, the first step is just place down your solid block like this. After that, go ahead and break these 4 blocks surrounding the cobblestone. And once you're done with that, you're going to want to grab your chest and place it on top just like this. And while crouching, you're going to want to waterlock this chest. And if you did everything correctly, as you guys can see, the water should flow into these holes right here. And once you place down the water, you can get rid of the water bucket. So this is a contraption that we'll be using to help us get the XP. So once you build this contraption, all you're going to want to do is press escape and save and quit to the main menu. And guys, now that we're here, as with any of these glitches, there's actually always a super tiny chance that something might go wrong. So to prevent that from ever happening, all you're going to want to do is just press this edit world button and scroll down here and press the duplicate world button, and within a second you should have a copy of your world. So just in case you ever do lose your items, you can always go into the backup and get everything back. For now, go ahead and go into any of them, it doesn't really matter. And as soon as it loads up, you're going to want to open up the chest and place in all the items for the method you're doing. After that, you're going to want to jump into the water. As you guys can see, as soon as you get into the water stream, you should start losing some bubbles in the bottom right corner on top of your hunger bar. Once you lose all of these, you'll start taking damage. You're going to want to take between 3 to 5 ticks of damage before you force quit out the game as fast as you can. So just like this. Now you can reopen your Minecraft, but guys, make sure that you actually force quit out the game and not save and quit. So if you're playing on a PC, you can just press Alt F4 or press escape and go to the top right corner and press the X button. If you're doing this on a mobile device, you can just go into the recent apps menu and swipe away Minecraft and reopen it. And finally, if you're on a console, you're going to want to go to the home page, click more options on Minecraft and find force quit and click on that. But now that your Minecraft's open, you can just make your way back into the world that you did the dupe in. And if you did everything correctly, it should spawn outside here with all the items in your hotbar. And if you open up the chest just like that, we're able to duplicate these 2 items. So if you're doing the method with the enchanted items, you're going to want to grab yourself a grindstone and just place it down, or just make your way to your nearest grindstone. And after that, you're just going to want to disenchant the item just like this and just get the item back, and boom, we're able to get 6 levels from just that single item. And if you obviously have multiple of these items, you can duplicate multiple of them at once and get a lot of XP that way. And as you guys can see, we still have the original sword, so you don't have to worry about losing the first one. And if you're doing the bottle enchanting method, you can just use up these extra ones just like this, and you can get all the XP you need. But just make sure to not take up the original one, as if you do that, you won't be able to duplicate it again. So yeah, you can use up these extra ones all you want and get all the XP you ever need. So as you guys can see, just like that, we're already up to level 14. And now let me show you the glitch again, but with some extra tips and tricks. So again, once you guys have this contraption ready, and you guys have all the items in your hotbar, you're going to want to press escape and save and quit to the main menu. And once again, just go back into your world. And now you're just going to want to quickly place in all the items you want to duplicate in the chest, and then instead of jumping into the water, just start breaking this cobblestone block. And as soon as this block breaks, you're going to want to force go out the game. So just like that. Then you can reopen your Minecraft and just go back into your worlds. And as you guys can see, just like that, in our hotbar we should have all of the original items, and if you open up the chest just like that, we're able to duplicate all these items again. And now you can actually do this over and over again until you're happy with the amount of items you have, and then start using them up. As especially for the enchanted items method, I recommend having a bunch of them first, so you can quickly grindstone them down to get all the XP you need. And guys, the more enchantments they have, the more XP you'll get. And now let me show you guys the glitch one more time, but with tips and tricks. A super important step is to make sure, once you've built the contraption, is to have all of the items you want to duplicate ready in your hotbar. So once they're ready, just like this, press escape and save and quit. If you do not save and quit, the glitch will not work. Once you've done that, you can just go back into your world. And now it's all in the timing. You're going to want to quickly open up the chest and place in all the items just like that, and then either jump into the water stream or start breaking the cobblestone block. I recommend the water stream as it's more customizable. So as you guys can see, now we just have to wait for all the bubbles to go, and then as soon as you take 3 to 5 hearts of damage, you're going to want to force quit as fast as you can. So just like that. Then just reopen your Minecraft and your world. Again, if you did everything correctly, you should spawn outside here with all of the items, and if you open up the chest just like that, we duplicated everything again. So now we have 6 stacks of bottle enchantings and 4 of these swords with the enchantments on it. These swords itself will give us almost 30 levels. But guys, if you're still struggling to get this glitch to work, it's all in the timing. If you want a more set method, I always recommend going for the cobblestone one, as if that works for you, it's more reliable and you can repeat it as many times as you want. But if that method's not working, go for the water stream one, as it's more customizable. Just in case you're having issues with finding the correct timing, if you use the water stream method, you should be able to customize the amount of damage you take before force quitting to find the perfect amount for your specific world and device, as it is really different for every single person. And yeah guys, that's it. Those are 3 working glitches that you must know in the latest edition of Minecraft Bedrock, being 1.2 and 1.73.